Hey Sonoma County, what's going on out in Guerneville? Do you guys even know where Guerneville is? Today I'm gonna tell you all about it. It's just the coolest little town. It's almost parts of it, it's almost like time has stood still. And honestly, the people that live out here like it that way. It has been a vacation destination for years. Full-time residents live here. It's just this funky little town. I can't wait to tell you all about it, take you around, and show you what it's all about here in our little river town here in Sonoma County. But first, I'm Julie Sullivan with Sullivan Group Real Estate, and we help people move in and out and all around Sonoma County every year. So if you are thinking about a move to our area or within our area, you're thinking soon, far out in the future, we'd love to chat with you and help get a plan in place, answer any questions you have about Sonoma County or Sonoma County real estate. But stay tuned today and learn everything there is to know, or at least a lot of things about Guerneville and the Russian River area. So for those of you following along here that aren't as familiar with Sonoma County and where all our different cities lie, let me give you an idea where Guerneville is located. So again, Sonoma County, when you come off the Golden Gate Bridge, because everyone knows where the Golden Gate Bridge is or what the Golden Gate Bridge is, you come off the bridge, you're on Highway 101, you shoot right up Highway 101 through Marin County into Sonoma County. And then when you get up into Santa Rosa, which is kind of sits in the middle of our county and is our largest city, of course, you're gonna head west. You're gonna take River Road and come right out River Road about another 20 to 30 minutes to the town of Guerneville. On the way, you're gonna pass a lot of other little river towns, but to the main, big town of Guerneville, the big town out here at the river. So really, like from San Francisco, you're probably an hour 20 on a good day to get out here to the river. So I hope that gives you a little better idea where we're situated. And then from Guerneville, it's only about another 15 minutes and you're out on the coast. The Russian River does dump out into the Pacific Ocean. So that's where we are in relation to Sonoma County, the coast, and San Francisco. So I think when we're talking about Guerneville and the Russian River area, we have to address the history or touch on it for a minute, because this town has been a tourist and a vacation spot since the late 1800s. As soon as the train made its way up here, it quickly became a vacation spot for San Franciscans. They would hop on that train, come up here, float up and down the river, spend the weekend, and then get back on the train to get back into the city for the week. So this area to this day is still such a popular second home destination. Lots of vacation rentals. A lot of old San Francisco families have owned second homes here and now have passed them on to their kids, and now their kids' kids are enjoying their summers here in the Russian River and Guerneville area. So kind of cool that this place and some of the buildings still remain to this day that were built up back in that late 1800s, early 1900s era. So housing out here in Guerneville, well, that's not something I can answer in one sentence, because there is so many different types of housing. Believe it or not, a lot of those little cabins and bungalows that were built in the late 1800s, early 1900s still exist. And you can pick one of those up for like $300,000. I know here in Sonoma County that seems unreal, but it is possible out here in the Guerneville and River area. It might need some updating, but worth it, right? To have a little piece of the river for that kind of pricing. And then, of course, there are some of those bungalows and cabins that have just been lovingly restored over the years, and they are darling. Usually kind of smaller square footage, but they're so cute. And of course, they're gonna be a little bit higher pricing. Then there are like the regular single family homes. And again, a lot of those are second homes that have been in families for years and years and years. Yet the full-time residents are abundant here and growing, because people are attracted to the beauty and the vibe of this area. And those single family homes, again, can vary in size from 1,200 square feet upwards of 3,000. So of course the pricing is gonna vary there. Anywhere from, the 500,000s probably up to close to $1 million. And then there are some beautiful estates here up in the hills, these beautiful homes that have been built over the last 20, 30 years that just have these amazing views of the redwoods and the river below. And this is still very much an ag community out here. So there's a lot of horse properties and other kind of livestock. So there's properties with like a lot of acreage. And then of course there are your vineyard properties too, or just homes built on acreage, even if it's not a winery, but just kind of the family vineyard, the home winemaker. And those properties, gosh, they can range anywhere from, you know, upwards of $1 million to $5-6 million plus, depending on the size of the home and the size of the land. Well, welcome to downtown Guerneville. I'm standing right on the main street, called Main Street, and literally downtown Guerneville is like 3 or 4 blocks long. And I think the 4th block behind me is Safeway. Like, you know, it's about a block long. So they do have a major grocery store here, which is awesome for convenience. And then the other 3+ blocks are just the cutest little shops and restaurants, a couple old bars, the old movie theater. In fact, the movie theater was recently for sale and I believe is being renovated, which is so cool because that theater has been here for probably close to 100 years. So I love that they're keeping it a part of the community. This town is just got this laid back feel. Literally the beach is like 1 block to my right, and just, you know, a half a mile up on my left is the redwood forest. Everything's around us and it's just all of that vibe. You can feel it in this town. Literally as you drive into Guerneville, it says Guerneville, a hate-free community. Guerneville and the whole river area is home to our largest LGBTQ+ community. You can see it by the pride flags up and down Main Street here. Some of the names of the different shops and the bars kind of give you that idea as well. And everyone is welcome here. It really is such a loving community, and it's what attracts so many people to this area. There is so much to do here, you guys, in the Russian River and Guerneville area. Of course, you have the river, and there's several different beach spots that you can hang out and picnic at. I've been coming over to Johnson's Beach since I was a kid, and you get down there and they have umbrellas set up. They have a little snack bar that I swear to God, they have not changed the prices since I was a kid. I think ice cream is still $1 or not much more than that. But anyway, great. Johnson's Beach, right off downtown Guerneville area, is just a super popular destination. You can rent canoes. I think Burke's Canoes has been here for, oh my gosh, probably 50-60 years. You can rent a canoe and they give you a little tour, and it can take like 3 hours to do their little canoe tour. So of course the river is one of the main attractions, but there's the redwoods. There's Armstrong Woods. It is stunning. These redwood trees are some of the oldest trees in, I believe, the world. Like, they date back, there's some of them that date back before Christ. I mean, that's crazy trains. So the hiking there, I love to go out there. In fact, you can come out to Armstrong Woods when it's like a really hot summer day here. And because you're closer to the coast and all the trees, it is so lovely, and just the weather is perfect, and you can walk through and it's so shaded because of the trees. Super fun. Then of course there's the wine tasting, because there's wineries come all the way out through the river. In fact, the way the wines grow out here in these cooler climates, it's some of the best Pinots are out here in the whole river valley area. And there's also some breweries out here that are really kind of making a name for themselves, as they are all over Sonoma County, but definitely out here at the river. There's Stumptown Brewery is probably one of the biggest ones here. So that's really fun to do as well when you're out here. There's Korbel, of course, the famous Korbel champagne cellars, and they have an amazing deli where you can come and get a picnic lunch, have it here, or take it out to Johnson's Beach or out on the canoe with you, whatever you want to do, or hiking at Armstrong Woods. And then Guerneville itself is host to a couple like big events every year. So they have a big gay pride week and a lot of events associated with that. They put on a huge jazz festival up and down the river. There's like several different locations where different jazz musicians are set up. They have big stages. Johnson's Beach is again one of the spots where they set up the big, I think that's like their main stage there. And then every year they do the Russian River Rodeo. They have this wonderful rodeo facility out here at the river, again, been here for years. And that is a huge event as well that brings lots of visitors each time. So you can check out like the Russian River Chamber of Commerce page. They list all the events and all the happenings here in this area, but there's always something to do out here in Guerneville. So what do you think about Guerneville? What a cool little funky town, right? I hope that gave you a better feel of the vibe out there and what's going on out here at the river. But always reach out if you have more questions. We have the answers, or we'll get the answers. And if you liked this video, click the like button, subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, and you'll be notified because we drop new videos all about Sonoma County and Sonoma County real estate every week. So follow along with us. We just stopped at Guerneville Winery on our way back into town, back into Santa Rosa where our office is, and we're gonna grab a little lunch and walk around these beautiful grounds as well. Have a great week. Hope we see you here again soon.